Hi, Genki Call here with the Tower of Doom for the week of April 10th, 2023. For your convenience, here is a listing of all of the boons that you can get from the rooms in the Tower of Doom. Just gonna leave this up for you for a second so you can pause it, screenshot it, whatever you need to do. Just remember on the heroism scrolls, you don't have to unlock the boss room to use this. So anyway, let me take that down and show you. Now, this is going to look a little weird because I need to have the rooms showing there. So let me grab the first team. That is the wrong button. I can do this. This is a little cumbersome, guys. I'm sorry about that, but I need access to all of these things. All right. So, the first team for people with no legendaries, I am on Tower of Doom floor 1. I need to do room 3. We'll go over here. And this is really for the higher levels. For the early levels, if you're going to use this team, I would put this up at the front and put Summer's Fury because it does damage to all enemies. This is just going to be really slow starting off, but on the higher levels, it's going to be really effective. Ferocity is a common that you get just for being in a guild and using your guild seals. But you really have to have it traded up. This is what's important. This is the magic of the guild guardians with the +4 to all skills. Because I have 3 of them on the team, it's actually going to be +12 to all skills for the entire team every time we match 4 gems. And then Ragereaver, yes, I'm aware you probably don't have this, but that's okay. You don't have to use Ragereaver. You can use Summer's Fury. Again, you'll have to put it at the front of the team. You can use any explodey weapon, or you can just use Mountain Crusher. And yes, Mountain Crusher is going to create a dust storm, but it's also going to get you lots of match 4s to boost up your team and lots of things to blow up. So anyway, we'll go ahead and get started with this. I haven't purchased any tiers, so this is going to be extra slow. Ha ha! Yay. Alright, that's alright. We'll get her done. Take care of this guy. Lots of match 4s, and I forgot to show you what my base attack was and how this scales. It's so nice. But let's go and buy some some stuff in the shop. Anything that uses red mana is in the drop table, except for things that have to be crafted, like the gem dragons, or enraged Kurindara, or Zul'Goth, or faction troops. Those are not going to be in the drop table, and neither will the Doom. But we're gonna buy some tiers. I forgot to mention, and I did mention on my other videos, do not craft the new doomed weapon. You're going to get it if you're buying tiers in the shop. You'll get it for your gems. Basically, it's going to be free if you're buying tiers. So, I must have all the things. I need I will buy up to this tier because this is a great deal, but then 3 flame after that for the same price? No. No. But I want all those forge scrolls. I need them. I must have them. So that's a lot of gems, but there we go. All right. Now let's get in here. And floor 1, I just head for the boss room here. I'll go ahead and use this team one more time. I mean, I have a ton of teams, so I'm going to grab the next team while that's loading. Next team example for people with no legendaries. Alright, base attack, 59 damage. Gonna go ahead and do this, but then I'm gonna cast this just to show you some matchies. We got it. We must kill all the things. Oh well, I guess I'm not gonna give you that example, but trust me, it scales very nicely and that damage goes up very quickly. Alright, next team, floor 2, room 3 again. Oh, for the first 3 floors. Alright, that makes it easy. Now, be aware, this is only for my guild. This is not going to be the mapping for your guild. Every single guild has different mapping, so don't follow my rooms. Manage pace, unless you're in my guild. So, oops. Class, let's fix that. Hold on just a second. Lightning Strike, Fortitude. I'm going to pause this and go fix the team code. I'll be right back. Alright, fixed. Let's show this team. So, Summer's Fury is a free weapon. You just have to get your red mana mastery up and you'll get it for free. And then we've got Angry Mob because it's a fantastic mana generator. Especially, of course, when you have more magic. Terraxis does damage to all enemies and transforms blue gems to brown. It'll get a boost from the effect, and it will feed right back into Angry Mob so that you can keep going. And then Fundingus also blows things up and will summon in case you get into trouble. So this is another example of something that you can do. We'll go ahead and get Angry Mob going here. And we could go ahead and do Terraxis. I'm just going to go ahead and do Terraxis because I'm going to loop with it. Plus, kill all the things. Alright. Next up, we'll go ahead and do the Doom room, edit, manage, paste. Next team. Oh yeah, Faye, look at this. Oh, nose. Hold on just a second. I'll be right back. Gracious. Alright. Fixed. Now I'm using Elementalist on this team just for safety purposes. Chief Dargon is going to give attack to himself and all allies below him, plus get some mana for the team. Then we've got double Gargoyle. These are from Hall of Guardians, or the Gargoyle he is from Fang Moor. Gargoyle gets a splash damage boosted by all allies' attack. And so you get going with Chief Dargon and you increase the attack for the entire team, and just this hits pretty darn hard. It's better with the Ethereal Sentry, but we don't have that available. And then we have Sharpfang for mana generation, explodey things, yay. But if you don't have this, you can just use Essence of Evil or any any explodey weapon. Reflection of Good even. Which would actually help Chief Dargon survive if Elementalist isn't doing it for you. Alright, let's take this in. Team code for this and for the Essence of Evil version are in the description box below. And we'll just do this. Now, right now, the splash damage has plus 90, but watch this. I cast Chief Dargon one time, and that plus 90 goes to plus 162. So nice. And this is the faction legendaries are a lot easier to target than legendaries anywhere on the overworld. So this team shouldn't be too hard to get together unless you're low on chaos shards. Alright, let's get the next team. What's it gonna be? Oops, I already grabbed it. I forgot. Alright, next team. Again, room 3. Yes. Fight. Edit. Manage. Paste. This time we're going with the Foxfire King. This one's from Court of Foxes. 56 true damage to all enemies. Well, for me, 56 true damage to all enemies is what I'm going to be doing. And then a chance to inflict Fairy Fire every time you match red gems. Now, I would recommend doing this same team with 2 Foxfire Kings if you wish, or if you can. Crimson Bat also does true damage to all enemies, and he tanks up a little bit with some extra life. But to have that extra chance to Fairy Fire and do that extra damage is really nice. The weapon I just chose because it's splody and it uses colors that the rest of the team doesn't. Then we have Angry Mob that's also nice and splody, so you don't technically have to have this here. You can use something else if you wish, something that does damage to all enemies, or a different kind of weapon if you wish. But, of course, true damage is going to be nice and efficient. Just grabbing the next team here. Copy. Alright. Blow up all the things. Kapow! And this should take care of it. It's a little slower because you have to choose, and then click, click, click. We clicky, clicky, but it works nicely. Alright, next team for people with no mythics. Coming right up. I accidentally used the same team. Alright, yes, we'll take that. We'll blow up all the things. Could have used this, of course, and then Foxfire King, cast. by default, it's going to be on the one on the left, so that's one less click, unless you choose the one on the right. Ah, ah, ah. Floor 4, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We'll do this one. Edit, manage, paste. This is another one. This time we're using Marilith for mana gen. You can use Flammifer, you can use Summer's Fury with this team, but not blocking Marilith is always going to be nice. And we'll go ahead and get her filled up, and then we have 2 that do damage to all enemies. And this does a lot of damage. It creates red gems. I think I'm running with Sun Spear here. Am I? Let's see. Yes, we're running with Sun Spear plus, let's see. I thought somebody here, oh, it's another team I'm thinking of, but this does damage to all enemies. Titania does damage to all enemies, plus if there are 13 or more red gems, you get an extra turn. So, very nice. Go ahead and cast that. And it did not insta-kill, so we'll go ahead and do that. Next team. Oh, gosh. Fantastic team. If you've got Marilith, if you've got Marilith or Guard's Avatar, you're pretty much going to be golden for this. Let's see, 4 and 5. We'll do that. Yes, that is correct. All right. So Marilith is going to destroy all the things, get mana for your team, and I already showed this team. What a nut. Only 12, so we'll go ahead and do Garuda. And then we'll do this again. Holy cow. Gotta remember to change the teams. I have too many teams to show and not enough things mapped. Yeah, alright. Fight, edit, manage, paste. This is really all you need. If you've got double Tesla, Marilith, I mean, this is my favorite team to use for quick delves. All the way from level 20 to 500. It's super fast, super efficient, and it scales with the enemy beautifully. So you probably know this team already, but anyway, we've got some different stuff here for the mythics, the teams with mythics. So we'll go over that in a minute. But Shield of Urskaya is going to add a ton of armor. On higher levels, I generally cast on the first slot, but you've got to remember that we've got this guy here that's going to be doing Death Mark, and it doesn't matter if you're barriered. If you're Death Marked, you're in trouble. But I'm also blessed. Yeah, I seem to be blessed as well. I think. Oh well. Alright, get some mana. Right now, this boost, the scatter damage, is plus 148. I'm just going to cast this. Like I was saying, I usually cast on the first slot on higher levels so that my first slot doesn't die. But you can cast them on anything if you wish. I'm just going to take that just because. And this is now plus 175, and it just goes up and up and up. The Shield of Urskaya, how much armor it adds, scales with the enemy. So it gets very, very powerful. Floor 5, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to grab another team. I already did. Gotta remember that I'm doing that. Manage, paste. So this one's just something different. We're going true damage with Tina. We're going Carnex. So these 3 are mechs. So I'm using Mechanist class for 50% mana start for all of these. This is geared towards mechs. You can use any explodey weapon that you want, maybe something that doesn't mana block Tina. Tina, of course, is going to do true damage to 3 random enemies, and then Tinseltail is here because of the Fairy Fire. All you have to do is match green gems. You could also use Queen Titania. For that Fairy Fire, you could use Oniros, but you have to cast with him. And then the other one that Fairy Fires on match 4s is Flame of Anu. That's all in the description below. So this is just another route that you could take. Of course, you can run... Well, actually, I think I have a team for what I was about to say. But anyway, Carnex blows things up. He tanks up here. He does extra damage with his armor, and he gets extra armor just by casting. So I mean, it's already near. I can't show these teams off to their best potential simply because I'm too low level right now. But, I mean, you can get the gist of it. I'm on floor 5, head for the boss room. Fight! Edit, manage, paste. This is the same type of approach. This time we're using Fire God's Heart. This is a splody weapon. I do love my splody weapons. We're running with Slayer class. We're going to have a Red Storm starting off. Tina, Tesla, lots of damage with these based on the armor because of Tesla. You don't have something to boost her armor or the team's armor, but Tina's going to tank up here with that. And Oneros is here because he's going to Fairy Fire and burn the enemy team. You cannot put any status effects on the Dooms, so it's not going to happen. But for the rest of the teams that you're fighting, it also drains mana, so unless they're immune to mana drain. And then the Fairy Fire, the burn will help with the Slayer class for me because I have it maxed out. So if you've got Fireblade, near triple skull damage to burning enemies, you'll have multiple ways to kill things. You can basically just one-shot them with your hero if they're burning, and then, yeah, it's a strong team. How's it gonna work? I don't know. Guess we'll find out. Grab the next team while that's loading. You can see I've got quite a few teams here that I put together. I'm not going to be able to show them all. Gasp! Just don't. I'm not getting mana for my hero quickly enough. There we go. All right, but Tina's ready to go, so we're going to do this. And we'll finish off with Tesla. Next team, floor 6, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we'll just start with here. So that's good. Lots of lots of rooms for me to show you. Edit, manage, paste. Yes. All right. Double Ferocity with Ketris the Bull. Ketris is in the Soul Forge right now. I recommend prioritizing things other than Ketris right now, but if you've got extra diamonds and you don't have him yet and want him, you could always craft him. But we've got this boost off of his attack, life, and armor. We've got Ferocity that's going to give 4 to all skills on all Tauros allies. That includes the hero. Because I meant to change this weapon. I meant to change the weapon. Sky Hero is a possibility, but I'm going to change it. Hold on a second. All right, I'm back. What I meant to put on here, I do have examples of other things that you can use, but what I meant to put on here was Horn Cleaver. Guess I should click on that so you can see it. This is boosted by Tauros allies. That's entire team because I'm using Shaman class. And create a mix of 6 green and brown gems for each Tauros ally. And both of those colors are going to feed Ketris. You're going to get lots of match 4s, which means you're going to get +8 to all skills for the entire team every time you get a match 4. And this is an option if you have Ketris and you don't want to use 3 Ferocity. So, I'll show this one. Kind of want to show off the thing. Alright. I'm going to show you how this works. Now, right now, 59 damage just on this guy. Let's try to get some match 4s here. We'll hit this guy. What do you mean no match 4s? You're ruining my example, man. That's okay. My early examples were ruined, and this example was ruined, but believe me, they usually loop. These weapons, they loop really nicely. Nah. Alright, next room. Phenicia! We love Phenicia in this house. You can use Obsidian Libram. Anything explodey here, you can use Reflection of Good even. Just anything explodey that doesn't block Phenicia. So something that's not red, green, or yellow. You can use brown if you want because Magma Dragon's going to give you lots and lots of brown with that red and brown storm that he has at the start of every single turn. I'm using Slayer class once again because I have Fireblade and it's the best Fireblade class in my opinion. And Magma Dragon's going to be creating burning gems, and then Phenicia is going to be possibly burning things as well. So you've got a chance to use Fireblade with this team. Love my Phenicia. Love this team. It's fantastico. A little different than my usual, because I couldn't bring in my usual team, but this is very close to my favorite. But I gotta get some mana. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and... yeah, we'll cast this because it doesn't block Phenicia. We're gonna get that triple damage because this storm, because red is part of the storm, it is going to count as double damage because the firestorm, it's considered a dust storm and a firestorm. If and you didn't know that, now you do. Floor 6. That was a little annoying. I apologize the way I said that. My bad. Next, team. Already did that one. Next up, another. Oh, because I love my Magma Dragon. I love my Magma Dragon Storm. I love it so much. So you can use Garneterlin here, or you can use Riberath, whichever one you want. It's basically the same type of team. And then the Foxglove. You can use a different weapon, use whatever you want. The Foxglove is going to convert all green gems to a chosen color. There's going to be so much brown and red on the team that I should be able to loop with this weapon really nicely. So let's check it out. Really want to be able to show this off because I've never really used this. All right, green gems to a chosen color. So I can do it. Watch this. We're gonna boost his attack just by doing this. We're gonna change green, brown, yes, green gems to brown. And we've got a guaranteed loop there, and now this is up to 88, you know, and now it's up to 91. And here's the thing, we go ahead and cast that, we get all that stuff on the board, which we don't actually need because I'll just cast with Magma Dragon. Wahaha. But because of the storm, there's going to be so much red and brown on this board that you can just keep casting with Angry Mob and getting mana for your team every single time. It's great. Great. Good gravy. Alright, next up is, oh yes, Guards Avatar. Now I have two Guards Avatar teams here. Two different, yeah, I think I'll show this one. So the next team, let me show you, the next team is with Angry Mob and Magma Dragon. Fantastic team with the Shield of Urskaya. But what I'm going to show is a little different. Manage, paste. We're going to do Shield of Urskaya with Marilith for mana gen. She's going to be our only mana gen. Guard's Avatar is going to get that boost from the armor. And Alistair, you always want to cast Shield of Urskaya on Guard's Avatar. This is not like using Tesla. You've got to cast on Guard's Avatar. And then instead of putting Magma Dragon or something down here, then I've got this guy who might help us loop by removing the purple gems and then gives armor to all allies. So it's another additional boost to the armor for Guard's Avatar. Just something a little different. If you're tired of doing the same old thing, I really like my Magma Dragon Angry Mob team. Super good. But, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. You removed all of those. Fine. There we go. So, I'm going to get some mana. And this guy, right now, I haven't cast with this guy yet. He's already got plus 62, and just adding this little bit of armor changes it to plus 89 for each enemy. And so we'll just do this. Of course, using the Shield of Urskaya is going to boost it a lot more than Alistair, but it's a little extra boost for you if you need it. Running out of rooms. All right, next up, just talked about this one. Love this. And then we've got two more teams. All right, copy. And then I'll get this one ready. Floor 7. Floor 7 to room 3. Fight, edit, manage, paste. This one, oh yes, this one. This is a team I really like. I really like this team. How it's going to work on the higher levels, I don't know. You know, I forgot to make a skull spamming team. Ooh, the skull spamming teams are so fun, but I'm not going to do that right now. I just want to get this video out for you folks that are waiting for it. Now, I'm using Hierophant class. You could use Frost Mage instead if you wish, but Hierophant will let you start off with a Firestorm, which I really like, plus bonus red mana, which is great for this team. Titania will get an extra turn if there are 13 or more gems on the board, so might as well just cast that. Then I'll take this, and yes, I'll take this and get another match for Suna. She's good for the higher levels. She's going to steal life from the weakest enemies, magic from the two strongest enemies. Two. That's a plus 16 magic every time she casts. And then King Oberon gives the whole team a 50% mana start and also enchants the entire team and gives them plus 5 magic and gives them all life. So yeah, it may be a little slower, but it's really good for those more difficult battles. Now this, the Summer Aegis, this creates a mix of 6 green and red gems for each Bright Forest ally. That's the entire team. Because I'm using Hierophant class, I really recommend Hierophant and um, not the other one. Not Frost Mage. I really recommend Hierophant for this. But if you haven't maxed out and you want to cape with the Fae, then you can do Frost Mage. Or am I misremember? Anyway, floor 7. Floor 7 done. Last team. Last team at last. I can get this video out for you. All right. Last team. Fight. Last team is something different. We've got Angry Mob and Marilith as our mana gen. Life and Death will tank up here and does true damage. Marilith does a little bit of true damage. And then Dracula is a fantastic tank, but not with this color setup. So he's going to steal life from all enemies and just stay down here and just become amazing. Unless he gets hit by, of course, a death mark, in which case that's not going to be very helpful. But let me show you this team. We're just going to go ahead and do that. These are both Undying. They cannot be death marked, which is just fine. Not a big deal because we're just going to do this. And we'll do this and done. Done, done, done. That is what I have for you for this Tower of Doom. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know your favorite teams in the comments below. Cough. Hold on. Gracious. I'm gonna sneeze. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Bye!